but a freshman, and we'll see how quickly he can step into that role. Last year, we saw a streak end quickly, 46 consecutive losses over a couple of years. Not only the players suffered, if I may say this briefly, so did we. We did, yes. Some 100-point games for the opposition. And the night that the Warriors won last year, it was truly a Super Bowl surrounding at the high school. There were some very nice moments, but the Warriors wound up with only 5 wins in the season.
Well, you say only 5, but when you look at the seasons before that, 5 is a really great accomplishment.
And I would not have known. I would have said maybe 3. I remember 3.
Yeah, we only did 3. Yeah.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, because I thought we only won 3 also.
Oh.
And then I was like, 5-19. That can't be right. They were not 5-19 last year, but they were. I remember they won a couple of road games that we didn't do.
The tournaments that we can't cover during Christmas vacation, one of the long-distance games. It's nice this year, incidentally. We don't have any games early on that are far away. We'll be here tonight. We'll be at McNary on Friday night. I think Willamette. Do we go to Willamette next Tuesday?
That's in a couple weeks.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
But we are able to carry most of the games except the Christmas tournament games, and that's a little bit odd. It's hard to do because you don't know when those games are going to start. Depends on how you do the night prior. But we should have a full schedule for you, and hopefully we can eclipse those 5 wins of last season. We'll see. It's basically a new roster all the way around as I looked at the names.
Yeah, there was a few that played a little bit last year. Jacob McConnell, I remember. Colson Shanks hit some big shots. Tim Maddox. P.J. Hargis, I think he's going to step up really this year. And Kendall Leopard, I remember that name too.
But all from the junior varsity, right?
Yeah, they played a little bit for the varsity, but not key contributors. So it'll be interesting to see who steps up, like you said.
We'll take our first time out here tonight. We are at high school, Springfield High School. We'll describe the conditions here in just a little bit as we come back. It is nice to begin a new season. It's a basketball season tonight. Interesting to see how it goes. The junior varsity, by the way, played well, but lost in the end by 5 points, 59-54. They were down 10 at the half, played well in the second half. Got within 4 was the closest they came, but they played well and better than we saw them last year. So we look for improvement in the varsity game, which will follow. But we'll be back in just a moment. We'll take our break. Lebanon High School basketball now at 1580 KGAL.
Making life easier and more productive, that's what Lynn Benton Tractor can do for you. And it all begins by discovering how the full line of Kubota equipment can help.
Lynn Benton Tractor, we're still doing business the American way.
Highway 99E Tangent.
Taking a detour down a gravel road isn't fun for you or your tires. Luckily at Les Schwab, along with great prices, all of our car or pickup tires come with the kind of protection most other places don't give you, like free flat repairs and more. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Albany Burgerville is celebrating 50 years of serving customers fresh, great-tasting food with a mission to serve with love. Pick up a Burgerville card now and earn rewards cash for every dollar spent. See store for details. Stop by Burgerville after the game. Order a famous Tillamook cheeseburger. Open 7 a.m. to midnight Fridays.
Willamette Community Bank is proud to support local high school sports, music, and scholastic programs. Be part of the team and get behind our schools and our future leaders. With branches in Albany and Lebanon, Willamette Community Bank. Service like no other, we promise. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
1580 KGAL.
Welcome back to Springfield High School. I'm Raider Ray. That's Scott Landgren, our initial basketball broadcast of the year for the Warriors. We're here at Springfield High School tonight, and we're rather fortunate to be here. Both Scott and I know where the high school is. And, I remember coming here for football, Scott, a couple of times, of course, when the Warriors were misplaced in the Midwestern League. I don't remember doing basketball from the school for the life of me. I'm sure I must have been here. They would be here once a year.
Yeah, sure.
But I don't remember this school. I remember it being on 7th Street in Springfield. So when I came up Martin Luther King Boulevard, which goes by the grandiose Autzen Stadium, came across Pioneer Parkway and up to 7th Street, I turned up 7th, and sure enough, there was the high school. However, that's not where the gym is. No. You have to make your way to 10th Street. And some of the directions received in getting, and both Scott and I, as we were traveling separately, wound up going down some alleyway adjacent to the school by the maintenance shop in the back. I think they have an auto mechanic at school.
It looked like it, yeah.
At least somebody's car was there, maybe the principal's. But a roundabout way, finally got to 10th Street, where the gym is. This is a huge complex. I would like to see it in the daytime as to how much room this takes up.
Yeah.
From 7th Street to 10th Street, this school extends. That's 3 blocks worth.
That's a lot. That's a big school.
It certainly is, Ollie. So we were happy to find the gym. It is not always the most advantageous position from which we do the games, and that's tonight. We're up in a balcony area, and we are at one end of the gymnasium. The action here at this end will be pretty sharp. Yeah, well, the other end, whether there's a foul committed or maybe basketball numbers are not too difficult to pick up, but it's a little bit distant, and we're up rather high here. Not the best position for spotting a basketball game.
Right.
The only reason I mention that is you need to keep that in mind. I think a lot of people tune in and they think, well, it's like I see on television, you're at the scorer's table. No. so keep that in mind. And I noticed across from us, the banners on the wall. I'm always intrigued by the banners at the various high schools.
Yes.
Cheerleading, and they are 5A champions in cheerleading. And they were 4A champions several years. In fact, they're 5A champions in 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. It says they have been the champion for 7 consecutive years.
Wow.
In cheerleading. There are a couple of 4A banners up there from the days when they were 4A.
Right.
But beyond that, Scott, there's 1 tennis, 2 track and 3 track and fields, a couple of cross country, and a swimming and diving. But basketball and football.
Well, I don't see their 2-time defending girls 5A basketball champions. I don't see banners for them, though.
You know, that's absolutely right. Of course they are.
Well, the brackets are down there. I saw them when I came in. The 2 brackets are down there, but there's no banners for the girls basketball. They're back-to-back champions.
You're absolutely right.
I forgot.
With
Mercedes and
Mercedes something. Mercedes Chambers.
I don't know. I don't remember her name, but she's committed to playing at Tennessee.
Tennessee, I was surprised because that was one of the top schools. I knew that she was being recruited by many.
Yeah.
But when we saw her against West Albany, it was basically under the basket, stay under the basket. That college game is entirely different with taller players as tall as she.
Yeah.
But apparently, every coach that saw her was very impressed by her.
Yeah.
So you're right. They would have 2 banners that are not up. But I think for many years they have languished with the Eugene schools being a little bit bigger, drawing a few more people from around the city of Eugene that may go to a school that specializes in basketball or football, like Sheldon in football. They'll be playing in the championship again.
Meredith, Thurston,
and it has been somewhat tough for them to get the banners in those schools. But we shall see tonight. Certainly coming in. Any game in basketball, Lebanon is immediately considered the underdog.
Yeah.
But after tonight, we'll have a better idea whether that will be the case through the season.
And, you know, it's going to be interesting to see this year. This is Kevin's 3rd year. I'm interested to see what kind of changes have been made. Obviously, he's in a 3rd year of his system, so that's usually a good indicator. So we'll see.
We'll take another break here. We'll come back and we'll tell you the roster tonight for Lebanon. And I also would apologize for it'll take a little while to immediately hit those numbers and know who it is, both for the Warriors, because really, you mentioned some of the players are up from the junior varsity, but basically it's an entirely new starting 5 and bench from last year, and the same for Springfield. It just got the roster this afternoon, so it may be a little bit sluggish on the names. He scored. If you will permit that, we'll be all right tonight. We'll take a break. We'll come back and give you that roster for this year's Lebanon Warrior basketball team in a moment.
If you'd like to do it yourself or need helpful advice doing it, your neighborhood Ace Hardware and Contractor Center can help. Economy Supply Building Center has been that helpful place for over 58 years. Economy Supply Building Center, where Highway 34 becomes Tangent Street in Lebanon.
Mama's Fine Italian and Wine Shop, offering lunch and dinner, takeout, and catering too. Here's Bob.
Come down and visit us and try some of our hand-tossed pizzas, my friends. That's right, hand-tossed.
Mama's Fine Italian and Wine Shop, in the heart of Lebanon on Oak, between Main and 2nd.
Need some electrical work in your home or business, but it just seems like too small of a job to call the pros? No matter what the job, call City and Suburban Electric. Proud to be a contributing member of our community. City and Suburban Electric. Call 451-5609.
Lassen RV at Albany has the new RV models on the lot now, ready for you to buy. Lassen RV Service Department has a new truckload of parts and accessories on sale just in time for fall fix-up. From changing a light bulb to rebuilding your entire RV. No job is too big or too small for Lassen RV in Albany, where friends send their friends.
KGAL.
Back here at Springfield High School, their public address announcer operating here. By the way, we have a wall in front of us that will necessitate standing through the game.
We sure do.
We do not have our outside microphone here. We'll see if we can pick up the national anthem. Clarissa back at the station. If we can't, we'll just take a break. But we'll see how we do here on picking up the national anthem tonight being played at Springfield High School. Are they looking like you see somebody who's going to sing it? Or?
Well, I don't think so.
There we go. Let's see what we can do. I'll take my headset off and see if we can pick it up on the microphone on my headset for our national anthem. Let me make sure I turn that back down again before we...
Well, I'm looking over there at the flag, and I see a banner. Mercedes Russell is her name.
There it is.
She has a banner to herself.
Didn't turn around far enough. We are in what they call a crow's nest up here. It's an area that's built high up in the air with no foundation underneath it.
Now we're hanging
at one end of the gym, and if we sit down on the chairs, the wall in front of us is too high so that nobody falls from here.
Yeah.
So it's one of those stand up and do the ball games tonight. All right, let's see. They already announced the Warriors. Well, they did. Was not looking down here, but we'll quickly find out. We'll tell you their roster. Number 1 is Jacob McConnell, 5'9" senior. Number 2 is Josh Alley, 5'11" junior. Number 3, Kevin Denny, 5'10" junior. Ian Smith wears number 5. He's a 6'5" sophomore. Isaac Johnson, number 13, is a 6'3" freshman. Colson Shanks, a junior at 5'10", wears number 14. Number 21, Tim Maddox, 6'3" senior. C.J. Hargis, 23, number 23, a 6'1" junior. A 6'2" senior, Kendall Leopard, number 24. Wearing number 32, Tyler Young, 6'1" junior. And a 6'1" sophomore, Tyler Romeo, for the Warriors, wears number 35. So we'll see who's out there to start tonight. It will be Colson Shanks, also C.J. Hargis, Isaac Johnson.
No,
is not on the floor. I was looking for the number. But Jacob McConnell, Colson Shanks, C.J. Hargis, Eaton Smith, who is the tallest player as a sophomore at 6'5", will jump center here tonight. And also number 24, Kendall Leopard, 6'2" senior. Those will be the 5 starters for the Warriors. Springfield is 0-1 on the year. This is the Warriors' first game of the season. Springfield lost to Corvallis, who, by the way, is a transfer who can dunk the ball and score 30-some points against Springfield.
Oh, well, that's what they needed.
On Friday night, yeah. They lost Jake Ehlers, but they got a substitute for him this year. Yeah. Springfield with the ball. They win the tap. The initial shot of the evening by Dylan Paquette. He was the high scorer last Friday. It's no good, and the rebound goes to Kendall Leopard. C.J. Hargis will bring the ball into front court. It'll be interesting to see who's the ball handler this year.
Yeah.
They lost a great ball handler in Alex Albion from the last 4 years, played from a freshman on. Ian Smith with the ball inside. Dishes it back outside to Leopard. Leopard just outside the key. Will jump shot, no good. off the rim, and the rebound will come to Springfield, to Terrence Benson. Coming up the floor is Alex Cook. Cook hands it off, going onto the inside. Taylor Travis, his shot no good, and the rebound will come to Terrence Benson, who puts it back up and in. The first basket of the night, 2-0 Springfield. Just underway. Keep in mind, these high school quarters are 8 minutes in length. Backing in, Ian Smith. It'd be nice to see at 6'5". If he can handle that ball and shoot, he does, and he has fouled. You know, I'll tell you, the first nice thing is we've seen a couple of big men for a couple of years that really had a tough time being smooth underneath the basket. That was a nice move by him.
It definitely was. He showed his athleticism. That's the second time he's had it. He's looked pretty good backing down to the hoop. Let's see if he can make a free throw, and he does.
Terrence Benson picked up the foul, his first, and Ian Smith hits the free throw, and that's nice to have your tallest player with a very smooth move on the inside and gets the first free throw. Two good things, and there's, well, the shot is missed.
Well, we got one.
Yeah. Rebound comes to Springfield. Cook goes down low to Emerald. The ball is pushed back inside, but it's pushed right in the hands of Colson Shanks, who gets it to C.J. Hargis. Hargis almost throws the ball away, trying for Jacob McConnell on the wing, and then finally does. Jacob looked like maybe he was going to corral it, but not. It goes out of bounds in front of the Springfield cheerleaders, who have won 7 state championships in a row. It's what that banner says over there.
Well, there's a lot of them down there. I cannot believe them.
Boy, that's a large number. You're right. Here's a shot by Cook from the outside that is no good, and it comes into the hands of Kendall Leppert. Down the floor they come. Jump shot by Shanks from the outside is no good. He tried for three. First three-point shot attempt of the night was no good, and Springfield with the ball, still with the only basket of the game. Cook dishes it off for an outside shot that is good for 2. John Emerald, 6'1" senior, and trying to steal the ball. Taylor Travis tried to knock the ball away from one of the Warriors and fouled him from behind. Travis commits the foul, and the Warriors will take it out of bounds. C.J. Hargis right near the scorer's table on the far side of the floor. Much of the gym is far from us here.
Everything is.
Even at the near end, we're still rather far from the action. C.J. Hargis loses the ball on the inside, had it knocked away. I think he wanted to go down low and simply had it tapped into the hands of a Springfield player. They bring it up the court. Dylan Paquette. Paquette for Alec Cook. Outside for Travis. Travis steers for 3, and he's got it, and it's 5-0 Springfield. Right side, or rather distant 3. 5-0 Springfield. They haven't put up the 3 yet on the board. Maybe they won't count it. Still haven't got it up there. At least it's the one I'm looking at. The Warriors with the ball, driving all the way to the basket. He puts it up and in. Jacob McConnell, nice move to the basket.
Well, you're going to say no. It was a charge. They did put it up. The score is over there at 7-1.
Did you see down a little more? Oh, 7. When did they get the second basket? I don't remember the second basket.
Emerald made a jumper out there.
Well, it's only 2 minutes into the game. I'm looking at, there's a bar that is the support for the basket across there, and I can't see the top part. Maybe if I'll look to this nearer one here, I can see that. 7-1. 7-1 is the score. Springfield with the ball. They go inside. Now back outside. Here's Travis. Travis seems to be the man who's going to take a lot of the outside shots, but instead he passes off to Alex Cook, who misses a shot off the iron. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Springfield. And the Warriors right below. It's going to yell down hello. I just would like somebody to know that we're up here in case the staircase gets locked or something.
Kevin Johnson knew finally. I was looking around.
Yeah. He yelled down to Kevin. Nobody has any idea what's up here. They finally looked straight up. We were able to acknowledge him and wish him luck on the season. Bounce pass inside to Kendall Leppert. Leppert drives into the lane, puts up a left-handed hook that will not go, and he is fouled on that left-handed hook. And he will become the second Warrior to go to the free throw line tonight. We'll remind you about your Steel and Husqvarna headquarters in the Valley, Cascade Outdoor Power Equipment. You'll find Cascade Outdoor Power Equipment near the airport on Airway Road in Lebanon. That 2-0 I was looking at earlier was the fouls on the bottom of the board. From here, it's the only thing you could see.
Yeah. Well, so far, what I've liked the Warriors, they're trying to get the ball in low into the paint, and well,
the Leopard misses.
Didn't make that for them, but they're getting to the line. Something they've had trouble with, in recent years. So they're at least getting to the line. Next step is trying to make a few.
And 3 different players so far have driven to the inside, which is nice to see. Here's Kendall with his second of 2 free throws. He hits it, and it's the second point of the game for the Warriors, who trail 7-2, almost down to the midway point of the first quarter, 4:56 remaining. Dylan Paquette with the ball. Again, the high scorer last Friday in their loss to Corvallis. I thought there was a travel there by Travis, but he shoots no good. It's off the iron, and a fight for the ball will last be touched by Springfield, and the Warriors will have it. In the game, Tim Maddox for the Warriors, along with C.J. Hargis, Jacob McConnell,
and Isaac Johnson.
Isaac Johnson in for the first time, and Kendall Leopard. So Isaac Johnson on the floor. If you had to see him to take that first shot. We would see him shooting around after the games last year, and it was pretty.
It was.
It's like watching Larry Bird. Did he step out of bounds? He did. His first movement of the night apparently had his foot right on the out-of-bounds line, right near the cheerleaders, which we can't see whether he extended his foot over that border or not, but apparently he did. And a good quick move, eluded his defender, but stepped out of bounds in doing it. Springfield with the ball in the 7-2 lead. They dish it off to the far side. John Emerald with the shot. It will not go. Tipped into the hands of Benson. Benson puts the shot up, and he is fouled, and the Warriors will have their first foul of the season. Oh, no, it's actually the second foul. Tim Maddox in the ball game will pick up the foul. His first, second team foul, 3 team fouls on Springfield. And they go to the line, a shooting foul for the first time, and the shot is an air ball by Terrence Benson. 4 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Benson hits the second. Quiet for a while, but they finally break through with a free throw. It's 8-2. Now they're not going to change it down there. That's time, isn't it 8-2?
It should be 8-2.
That hasn't changed on either scoreboard yet.
There it is.
All right, fine.
They were definitely delayed with putting the point on the board.
Timeout, Tim Maddox, still along with Johnson, Isaac Johnson. He's C.J. Hargis, Ian Smith in the ball game. And Johnson tries to go down low to a cutting C.J. Hargis, but throws it too high and out of bounds. Maybe, just a little bit jittery.
I would assume so. I mean, it's his first high school game.
And it's tough. You're not only a freshman playing in the first game. With older kids in school, that's always tough. But your father is the coach.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I did not know that, but that would be a tough thing, I would assume.
But I'm sure he's played for his father for a long time, with his father watching. Here's Dylan Paquette with an outside shot for 3. It's no good, but chasing it down is John Emerald. Paquette, cross court to Cook. Alec Cook tries to shoot, and it's blocked. Blocked out of bounds. And off the body. I thought it went off the body of Alec Cook, but they'll say the Warriors with that block knocked it out of bounds. And so John Emerald, no, it'll be Dylan Paquette on this side. No, now Dylan steps out. Who's going to get it? It's number 32, Elijah Gelman. Gelman Price. He may be the son of the principal. His last name Gelman. Gelman Price drives towards the basket, dishes it off to Emerald. Emerald in a little bit of trouble now, wants to go underneath instead of Gelman Price. A 3-point shot from the left baseline, no good. Tipped away by Emerald, who's all over the floor. I think he traveled trying to get that one. They go underneath, and the shot is up and in. The basket by Malik Evans. I thought he traveled when he dove for that ball because he slid a little bit afterwards, and you can't do that. You have to come to a perfect stop. Shot by Isaac Johnson for 3 is no good. Off the back iron. Still 2 points for the Warriors. That's all. How familiar that is, Scott. 3 minutes, 13 to go in the first quarter.
And the scary thing is they've made no field goals yet.
10-2. Warriors steal a pass. Tim Maddox came down with the ball. They go to the other end, trying to break to the basket, and losing the handle on the ball is Jacob McConnell. The moment he got it, he wanted to start toward the basket. Never really had control. Lost it on the inside, and finally a foul. And let's see who commits the foul. It's the Springfield reach. Malik instead of Malik. Malik. I like Malik.
I like Malik too. I thought it was Malik.
I'd call him Malik if I knew him.
Well,
Malik Evans commits the foul. 4th on Springfield, 2 Warrior fouls. They get the ball into Johnson. Johnson turns, puts the shot up, and they're calling for a travel.
Wow.
Was underneath the basket, took the inbound shot and wanted to get it. He's 6'3", and that will be an advantage to him. And that probably indicates that he's a youngster who's growing.
Yeah.
By the senior year. should be quite a force in the league, I would think, and probably much sooner than that. Bringing the ball in the front court, Dylan Paquette. Paquette gets it into Jackson Stewart. Stewart cross for Callan Harrington, who was the second leading scorer last Friday. They almost lose it, but Paquette manages to tap it to Gelman Price, and then they throw it away, trying to get it across court to Jackson Stewart. They throw it out of bounds, and the ball will go back to the Warriors. Sloppy play on both sides, but you expect that. Not only because it's high school, but it's the first game.
First quarter of the first game, you definitely expect it to be low scoring, a lot of turnovers. So far, we have 10 turnovers in the ball game.
10-2 as the shot is no good by Jacob McConnell for three, but he gets his own rebound, gives it to Johnson. Johnson drives to the basket, puts up a left-handed hook. It won't go, no good. The rebound will come to Springfield and into the hands of Malik Evans to Gelman Price. Gelman Price down the floor, eludes a couple of defenders. Dishes it off for Harrington. Talon Harrington, Talon is his first name. Dylan Paquette with the ball. He's not taking too many shots here in this first quarter. I thought maybe he might be the man that would really dominate for Springfield. A shot by Harrington as he tries to drive to the basket. He is fouled. His shot is no good, but it'll be the third foul on the Warriors.
Ian Smith picks up his initial foul.
Boy, they're slow on that scoreboard, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. The only reason I knew is because I heard him say it.
I couldn't hear him.
Yeah.
We have we have those sports headsets that are like earmuffs. The shot is good by Talon Harrington. It makes it 11-2, a minute and 55 seconds to go. Talon Harrington is a 6'2" sophomore who sets for a second shot and tries to become the first player to hit both of his free throws, and he does, unfortunately, and it's 12-2 and a 10-point lead for the Springfield Millers as the Warriors come up floor. Here's Jacob McConnell. McConnell, Kevin Denny in the ball game for the Warriors. A hook shot, no good by Kendall Leffert. He fights for the rebound, but he can't come up with it. Instead, Harrington grabs it. He'll come down the court. Stewart for Taylor Travis starts to drive into the corner for Gelman Price, and Gelman Price travels. Yes.
Yeah, it sure looked like it.
One of those head feints where the feet are moving at the same time.
You know, and Gelman's kind of a bigger boy, bigger build, and, you know, it's kind of obvious when a guy that size moves feet.
That's one of what's easier to see. Gelman was out of control.
Gelman.
You knew that was coming. Can't resist the Regis imitation. Here's the Warriors at the other end. They see the ball in from Isaac Johnson to Jacob McConnell, who drives the left side for a layup, 12-4. Nice assist from Isaac and a good basket by Jacob, breaking to the basket. Almost lost the handle, but got it. Bank shot up and in, 12-4. Only the second basket with a minute to go in the first quarter, and the Warriors foul on the shot. They foul. Did he say Malik?
No, he said Malik.
He did say Malik this time.
Well, maybe you should change it every time.
Ache up your mind. Malik Evans hit the shot, and the Warriors committed the foul. And that foul will be on Kevin Denny, the 5'10" junior. So we're even at 4 fouls apiece. 14-4 goes the score. 14-4, and Isaac Johnson will try kind of a wild hook that is no good. But the rebound to Ian Smith, the 6'5" Smith on the inside, got the rebound on the first putback for the Warriors of the season, 14-6.
That was good, using his size up there, getting a rebound. Nice, easy putback.
Kevin Harrington, or Talon Harrington, he throws it away on the far side. Went to the Kevin Johnson, who points the Warriors' way, but the officials seem to disagree.
Every coach and every player pointed the Warriors' way, but unfortunately it stays with Springfield.
Right in front of the Warriors' bench. However, they are probably a little bit jaded in there at fall. A little biased.
Through red-colored glasses.
27 seconds to go, and
Carey in the ball.
Oh, Carey, I thought there was a timeout. I saw Kevin jump up here, and I watched Kevin. But instead, it's a carry on Springfield and a turnover, a Springfield-Miller turnover. 26 seconds to go. The Warriors with the ball, trying to get now within 8. They are within 8, trying to get within 6. And the whistle blows, and let's see what happens here.
And we have a foul.
That was away from the ball, so a push. So let's see who gets called a push away from the ball. It'll be the 5th Warrior foul. Kevin Denny will pick up the foul. I don't know why I keep looking at that far one. If I look at the one to my left here, I can see it a little bit better. As far as I'm talking about the scoreboard. 5th Warrior foul. Springfield with the ball. Maybe last possession. 11 seconds to go. 10 seconds. They almost lost it. They get it in the corner for Gelman Price for 3. No good. Rebound, Kendall Leppert. Good outlet. No. Stolen away. Springfield, final shot. Long one just beyond half court. No good. Taylor Travis put the ball up well short of the basket, but a good quarter for Springfield. And I would say, unfortunately, a familiar start for the Warriors.
Oh, too familiar.
With 2 points with just a couple of minutes left, they are able to get 4 more before the quarter ends, but they're down by 8. 1 quarter done tonight from Springfield High School. Millers 14, Warriors 6. We'll be back on KGAL.
The short drive to Corvallis will save you time and money. This is Steve Buckner from Wilson Motors, inviting you to experience the notable difference at Wilson Motors, 5th and Buchanan in Corvallis. Check us out at saveatwilson.com.
Good, tasty food. That's why Bing's Kitchen has been a lunch and dinner favorite for over 40 years. Choose Chinese or American meals that can satisfy the entire family or a gathering of up to 40 people on the South Santiam Highway in Lebanon. Choose Bing's Kitchen, where the food simply tastes best.
Edward Jones specializes in helping individual investors achieve their personal investment goals. Hello, this is Doug Phillips, your Lebanon Edward Jones financial advisor. Please call me to set up an appointment so I can assist you in selecting investments and services that help meet your goals. Call me at 541-451-4000. Member SIPC.
Need tires? Hi, this is Don from Conegat Tire Factory. From lawnmowers to tractors, cars, and trucks, we have what you need. And Conegat Tire's ASE certified mechanics can help you with your brakes, shocks, struts, alignment, oil changes, and stuff you won't believe. Even propane for your barbecue and RV. Conegat Tire Factory, still at the Y in Lebanon.
Your Mid-Valley home of the Lebanon Warriors. News Talk 1580, KGAL, Lebanon, Albany, Corvallis.
Thank you for joining us tonight as we begin our basketball season here at KGAL Radio. By the way, West Albany is playing tonight at home, and that was going to be broadcast this evening on 920K show as we do the West games there, Ryan Pitts and Wally Ordeman. But the younger Pitts called me today and has the flu and was not feeling well and not well enough to get to the ball game tonight. Might have been running from the gym a couple of times during the middle of the game. So for the first time, that game had to be canceled tonight. First one he did not do through snow, hail, or illness, but unable to do that this evening. But thank you for joining us here for Warrior basketball. Down 14-6 as we start the second quarter. C.J. Hargis goes to Ian Smith, turns around, looks for somebody breaking to the basket, can't find it, dishes it off to the outside to Hargis. Hargis to Jacob McConnell. McConnell back to Smith. Smith again looking for a cutter. Finds Colston Shanks outside. I think it was a 3. Put it up, no good. It was off the iron. And there will be a foul on Kendall Leppert on an attempted rebound over the back of one of the Millers. And the Warriors will pick up their 6th foul. For a time, one of the things I looked at in the first quarter so many times last year, we saw the Warriors have the other team in the 1-and-1 and the double bonus so quickly in the ball game. It was slow at first, but it's now 6 fouls for the Warriors.
I believe it was 4-1. Springfield had 4. Now it's 6-4.
Yeah,
Springfield still has 4.
Here's a shot by Dylan Paquette for 3 from the right corner. That'll be no good, but it's fallen traced down by Travis. Back to Dylan. Dylan outside. They swing it across Raleigh. Cook from the right baseline. Left baseline. He will try it, and he hits 3. Paquette couldn't make it from the right side, and that is to swing it back over to the far side. Allie Cook gets it for 3, and it's 17-6.
17-6. Well, the Warriors are playing a zone right now, a 2-3 zone. Best way to beat that is by 3s.
C.J. Hargis tried to dish it inside for Ian Smith. It was slapped away. And that foul will be, he said, John Emerald on the Springfield. John, Jon Emerald at Springfield. Here's Jacob McConnell with the inbound pass. Second quarter, 17-6 Springfield, and a foul again away from the ball, and a push, and this one's going to go against the Warriors. No foul.
Now they called a 3 in the key. On Tim Maddox there.
So 17-6 is the score. The Warriors with the turnover. It was Tim Maddox who was standing in the key. So Springfield with the ball. A little more deliberate offense this time. They spread the floor. Dylan Paquette. Paquette far side for Ellie Cook. Looks underneath. Can't find Terrence Benson. Instead they come back outside to Travis. Taylor Travis. Alec Cook starts the drive, comes back out. Taylor Travis, much more patient offense this time. We say knocked away, but into the hands of Emerald. Emerald gets to Paquette, drives, puts up a jump shot, no good from the baseline. Rebound goes to Benson, and Benson puts it up and in.
Well, the Warriors are struggling on the boards early. 14-7, they're getting out-rebounded right now.
And 19-6, and the Warriors turn it over on an errant pass, trying to fast break down the floor that does not work. And Springfield will get it back with 6:22 to go. They've extended the lead to the largest of the game. Did they call it? Oh, they called a foul.
Oh,
on. No, they didn't. I thought the PA announcer just said on number 13, Isaac Johnson.
Now, he just checked into the ball.
Oh, is that? So Isaac is in the game. Sounds like he said the foul's on number 13. Here's a long shot for three from the outside that is no good by Springfield. Warriors with the ball. They get it to Jacob McConnell. Almost loses it, but drives to the basket, puts up an air ball on a layup. Was losing control, got to the basket, but then the layup was too short. Now they've got a good shot from McConnell to Johnson, and Johnson cannot hit the hook. Nice quick ball movement for the Warriors. I will say that on that play. That looked good. As Jacob McConnell got the ball and wasted no time and simply scooping it to Johnson, Isaac Johnson from the left side tried to hook. It was no good. And Springfield will commit the foul as Dylan Paquette will pick up the foul. And we will have a timeout, and we'll take a break here with 5:47 remaining. 19-6 is the score. Springfield leading. We're in the second quarter tonight on KGAL.
You'll always get your money's worth where the food is fresh and original at Ixtapa Family Mexican Restaurant in Lebanon. Roberto and his staff will provide a fun and affordable dining experience. So visit Ixtapa on the corner of Highway 20 and Wheeler Street, where parking is convenient and the atmosphere is sweet.
Walmart is your local discount savings store. If you shop regularly at Walmart, you'll save hundreds, even thousands of dollars annually, because Walmart takes pride in being your local discount savings store. In addition, Walmart takes pride in being a part of the Lebanon community.
We're Linco Federal Credit Union. Keep your money in Linn County with Linco Federal Credit Union. Enjoy a visit with one of our friendly staff at a neighborhood branch near you today. Linco Federal Credit Union in Albany, Lebanon, and Sweet Home. In Linn, you're in.
Family owned and operated since 1979, Crabtree Auto stresses the small stuff when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. An oil change every 3,000 miles is a small thing now, but adds up to big rewards down the road. Crabtree Auto's ASE certified technician can help your vehicle maintain its reliability beyond 200,000 miles. Crabtree Auto on Hill Street, just south of 9th in Albany.
1580 KGAL.
Back here, Isaac Johnson hits a free throw to make it 19-7. Missed the second free throw, but broke the ice here in this game in the scoring. But Terrence Benson answers at the other end and makes it 21-7. So actually, Springfield extends the lead to 14, 21-7. We're in the second quarter tonight at Springfield High School. 5:22 to go. The Warriors get the ball in the corner, driving to the basket. A hook shot, no good by Isaac Johnson along the left baseline. Springfield with the ball. Bounce pass outside to Paquette. Tries for three. Hit. Whoa, never. 24-7.
It's just amazing how quickly the games start to get away from the Warriors early.
Dylan Paquette. Nice three-point shot. Almost straight away on the court. Warriors with the ball. 4:48 remaining. Ian Johnson to Jacob McConnell on the right side. McConnell for C.J. Hargis. Almost loses it. Goes to the right-hand dribble. Back to the left-hand dribble. McConnell drives to the basket. Dishes it down low for Johnson, and Johnson tries to put a shot up, but there will be a foul, I believe. No, simply lost it. Lost it out of bounds. Thought maybe there would be a reach-in against the Springfield player who tried to block it.
Yeah.
I find it hard that he never got a hand on it. At least on the ball.
Hey, they must have went off of Smith out of bounds. I don't know.
So the Warriors, another turnover, and Springfield with the ball. Gelman Price, nice move, swing, puts up the shot, no good. Nice turn, nice spin by Gelman Johnson, a short shot, but he missed it. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Warriors driving. Underneath, they get it to Smith. Denny to Smith. Smith misses the shot. The rebound comes to the Millers, and the Millers will be quickly up court. With Alec Cook, dishes it to Gelman Price. Gelman Price underneath for Callan Harrington. It's up and in. Good ball movement by Springfield. They knew where each player was, and they hit again. 26-7. Driving to the basket, McConnell. McConnell along the baseline. Turns, spins, puts it up, no good. Gelman Price, it goes right into the hands of Price. Springfield with the ball quickly down court, and they get careless as they throw it away this time. A pass intended for Jackson Stewart goes out of bounds towards the Warrior bench, and the Warriors will call the timeout. We'll keep it here with this timeout. 3:44 remaining before the second half. 26-7, and I know people are probably waiting. I said it so many times last year. I'll say it again. I can't believe it's 19 points already.
Well, it was 14-6 after one, 12-1. The Warriors are getting outscored in the quarter, and that's just how it happens. Like you said, amazing how quick.
How quickly, that's what we said last year. Sometimes you're doing the game and you just lose track of the fact that all of a sudden it's 19 points.
Yeah. But the Warriors just are missing a lot of shots. They're not getting rebounds, and right now they're not playing too good a defense. A lot of interior points for Springfield.
For a complete fitness experience with cardio machines and weight training, check out Lebanon Racquetball and Fitness. They're open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Look for Lebanon Racquetball and Fitness on Sherman Street in Lebanon. And how about a Little Caesars Pizza? Maybe, Tuesday night, maybe you're off on Wednesday, but remember them anytime you're ready. Grab a hot and ready $5 pizza. You can't beat that at Little Caesars near the River Center, the new and only Little Caesars in Lebanon. 26-7, Springfield. 3:44 remaining in the first quarter as the Warriors talk things over on the far side. We commented on the banner for the cheerleaders.
Yeah.
2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. That's 4 consecutive state cheerleading championships. And we can't see the students. There's not many of the half of the bleachers near us. It's almost empty. But the far half where the students are gathered, they're in front of the cheerleaders, so we can't see how far that goes. But there is an abundance of cheerleaders.
There are, and there's even some in the stands there, too. Look at how many there are.
Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. My gosh. That's more than the student body. 26-7, Warriors with the ball after the timeout. 3:33 remaining in the first quarter. They come with a dangerous pass outside to Hargis. Hargis puts it on the floor. Isaac Johnson. Johnson tries to move to the basket. Has it scooped away. Knocked away. It's on the floor. Gelman Price battling. Johnson battling. And the ball rolls out of bounds. And they say it will belong still to the Warriors. Nice effort by the Warriors to keep control. And finally, off the hands of one of the Springfield players, they inbound the ball and a little dish in and then back to C.J. Hargis. Just a little underhand. I thought he stepped in bounds before he underhanded.
Well, he threw it in off of, what was his name? Alec Cook. He threw it off the back of Cook. He wasn't looking. You can do that. Threw it right off, got it back, and went up, got fouled.
So C.J. Hargis is at the line as Jackson Stewart commits the foul, and would you believe Springfield now leads 7-6 in fouls, which is good as C.J. Hargis hit. It seems to me last year that we talked about good free throw shooting from him. Was it 3 or is that a false memory?
I believe that is right. It looked, the stroke looked pretty good.
He missed the second shot, however, and Warriors have not yet hit 2, but it's 26-8. 26-8 is the score with 3:10 remaining in the second quarter at Springfield High School. Kellen Harrington almost stolen away by Kevin Denny. Gelman Price has it. He starts to drive. Nice spin move again. Bounce pass. Good bounce pass to Stewart. Puts up the shot. No good. Gelman Price tries to knock it away, but instead Kendall Leppard has position, blocks him out, and gets the rebound. Down court, dangerous pass to Jacob McConnell. It's on the floor, knocked away, and it's going to be a foul on the Springfield, and that will be their 8th team foul. So the Warriors will have a 1-and-1 here, and it will be Tim Maddox.
No, Tim just came into the game. It should be Jacob McConnell.
Oh, he just came in. I've got to keep track of where they're coming from. The sidelines. I can't hear the PA announcer with the headphones on, but it was Jacob McConnell with the free throw, and it's no good. So a 1-and-1. The Warriors waste a chance to get a couple. Like the double, whatever it is on Jeopardy, Here's a shot, no good by Stewart.
Warriors got lucky there.
A hook shot underneath should have been an easy shot. He made it a little more difficult than it needed to be. But there's a hook shot by Jacob McConnell on a spin, a turn, and without looking, a right-handed hook off the glass and in.
That was nice. Gave him a little shove there. I thought they might call a foul. Good thing they didn't.
Whoa. Tough shot. I don't know how many times he could do that in succession.
I don't know.
26-10. Springfield gets it underneath again, and the shot up. And they're going to call the charge instead. The charge on Malik Evans. Well, now he just did I listened and I heard it. He said Malik Evans.
He is just flip-flopping.
He's mocking me. It was Malik, then it was Malik, and now it's Malik again.
That's right.
I would assume he was corrected after the second, but he must have been corrected after the first one.
I don't know.
The Warriors roll the ball inbounds with 22 seconds to go. No, 2:07. I'm looking at the wrong part of the scoreboard again, blocked by the upright from the scoreboard of the basket. Warriors have the ball knocked away. Springfield knocks it into the hands of Alec Cook. Cook down the court, probably a travel by Travis, Taylor Travis, but he puts up a shot, no good. Putting up the rebound and being fouled is John Emerald. I think there was a little bit of a travel before a pass was thrown underneath the basket that time, but no call. And instead, the foul is called. And the foul was called on Josh Alley, who is in the ball game for the Warriors. And the shot is good by Travis. Taylor Travis. Let's see. What is he? 5'10" junior. Good shooter. Gets both. 28-10. So 18 now becomes... Oh, no, it was 19, wasn't it? 18. Warriors are cutting into the lead. They are. 1:42 to go. Here's Ian Smith. Smith tries to turn, wants to drive to the basket, puts up a shot. He did get the foul. Drew the foul, could not hit it, but he will go to the line. Warriors have had their time at the line, which is good.
Unfortunately, they are 4 of 8 at the line.
I was waiting to see whether they had quickly put it up. I thought that was the 10th foul, but again, it took them a long time to finally put that number on the board. It is the 10th foul, so 2 shots here regardless for Ian Smith. And that's good because he misses the first, but will get a second. 26-10. Springfield in the lead in just a minute 36 to go. The next game is Friday. We'll be at McNary. Haven't been there in a long time. Shot is good. 26-11. Ian Smith hits 1 of 2. Still waiting for one of the Warriors to hit 2.
That'd be nice.
From the free throw line. John Emerald passes it back to Alec Cook. Cook goes to the far right side from us. Travis will take a 3-point shot, and it's bang, it's in. Boy, he does have the prettiest shot on the floor, no question. 31-11. Taylor Travis is his name, the junior. 31-11. The 20-point lead becomes the largest of the game thus far for Springfield. As the Warriors, C.J. Hargis will bring it slowly up the floor. Hargis for Johnson. Isaac Johnson tries to lose his defender. So he goes outside to Smith, playing on a high post. They go down low to Maddox. Maddox looking for somebody underneath. Can't find it. Goes to the dribble. Stops the dribble. Hands off to who is number 10 in the ball game. Shot by the Warriors, no good. Rebound knocked away by Springfield in the hands of Maddox. Maddox does a nice job of driving around the defender to the baseline, puts up a shot, no good. And then a foul is called on the Warriors over the back on Ian Smith. So the 8th foul, so the Warriors did slow down in that regard. They did. But it will send the Springfield to the line here with 38 seconds to go. Number 10.
There's only one 10 on the roster, and it's freshman Marcus Frazier. I'm not sure if that's him or not.
He looks very young, though, does he not?
He does. So, I mean, it very well could be.
5'6". He looks a little bit shorter than the others on the floor, so maybe it is Marcus Frazier. There's no 10 listed on the varsity roster. Colson Shanks will come in, apparently, for Marcus Frazier, 5'6" freshman. Colson Shanks in the game, and the free throw is good. And the lead goes to 33-11. 33-11. They hit both. Tim Maddox with the ball in the key, 1 foot in the key. Dishes it back outside for a 3-point effort. No good by Colson Shanks. Getting the rebound, though, is Johnson. Johnson spin move, little hook shot. Won't go. Rebound on the floor and knocked out of bounds, and no, that's right. I did think Springfield knocked it out, and they do call it for the Warriors. Warriors retain possession. There's a portion of the floor to our right where all the students are standing, and if anybody stands there, it's difficult to see exactly what happens, whether it's a player or one of the officials. Colson Shanks, left side of the floor, 9 seconds to go. Warriors trying to get off a final shot. Tries to dish underneath to Maddox. Maddox drives the baseline, puts up a right-handed hook that won't go. Rebound, fought for on the floor. Final shot by Johnson. At the buzzer, won't go. So it ends the first half And unfortunately, as we enter a new season, it is a very familiar result after one half. 33-11, the Warriors trail by 22 as we go to halftime tonight here on KGAL. We'll take this time out. We'll be back with some unfortunate statistics. Scott doing his best, and by the way, it's very difficult to watch the game and keep stats at the same time.
Yeah, I don't have as many stats as I normally would, but I got the important ones.
And I don't know that we want all of them.
No.
But we'll get them. 33-11 is the score here at the half. We'll see what happens in the second half. Kevin Johnson looks up here with a little grimace.
That was not a good face that he made, was it?
And I give him the back, what are you going to do? You know,
he didn't look happy.
What are you going to do? Come up and punch me out?
He might. You better watch out.
I hope he understood that.
That could have been a miscommunication.
That was. Quickly block the steps up here.
That's right.
And we'll take this break. 33-11 Springfield at the half tonight on KGAL.
Has your stove lost its heat? Is your fridge or freezer no longer cold? Does your washer leave soap in your clothes, or has your dryer stopped tumbling? Then who are you going to call? Like New Appliance at 259-1131, of course. Like New Appliance, where every appliance shines like new.
Lynn Lane's in Lebanon, home of the best burger in town.
The place to bowl is Lynn Lane's Bowling Center on South Main Road in Lebanon. And the people are real nice. And the Head Pin Restaurant, I'd go there even if the bowling alley wasn't attached.
Good family fun. Bowling.
KGAL.
Back at Springfield High School, where it's 33-11 at the halftime. The Millers on top of the Warriors. First game of the year for the Warriors. Second for the Millers. And I hate to say that they lost the first game because they lost it to a Mid-Willamette Valley team in Corvallis.
Defending state champion Corvallis.
And Corvallis beat them. And I've forgotten that Carson Miller, I don't know if that is the young man's name, but they have a transfer. Scott Spiegelberg, whom we know, a longtime Beaver fan, and we sit near him at the Beaver games, my son and I. And Scott came up, and we were talking at halftime last week, and he mentioned that Corvallis had won on Friday night, and a transfer, he said, who I believe scored something like 31 points. I don't know if that name, if I had the name correct, but we will learn certainly in the course of the season. They are the defending two-time state champions.
That's right, 2 in a row.
With a terrific performance each year by Jake Ehlers. It was fun to watch them the last few years at Matthew Knight Arena. But you thought, well, it can't last. But apparently they may have found someone who can replace Jake Ehlers. They say that he can shoot and he can dribble.
Right.
Can do it all.
Sometimes it's unfair. The rich get richer, eh, Ray?
But we'll see. It's going to be awfully tough for them to replace that. They lost several seniors on that team.
There you go, Chad Nissen.
That's going to be tough. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Chad Nissen.
That's good.
Number 10.
Look at that. She's on her way up here.
The mysterious number 10, yeah. I hope she makes it back.
There's a scary-looking stairwell.
It's a long trip. You have to take water and food down those steps before you get back. But it will be interesting to see. I think it will be tough on Corvallis to replace. It's not just Jake Ehlers. They need to replace several seniors to see how that goes. But they defeated Springfield last Friday night, and the Warriors trail 33-11 here at the half. We'll give Scott a little more time here to gather the statistics, the unfortunate statistics from the first half.
Yeah.
And we'll take another time out here as we continue tonight. Our first Lebanon High School basketball game of this season at 1580 KGAL.
You will come out a winner at Power Honda. Their talented staff will show you how easy it is to get the vehicle you want and the payment you need. Check out mypowerhonda.com. Call 928-0122 or just go in to Power Honda, Highway 20 east of I-5 in Albany, your Honda superstore.
Making life easier and more productive, that's what Lynn Benton Tractor can do for you. And it all begins by discovering how the full line of Kubota equipment can help.
Lynn Benton Tractor, we're still doing business the American way.
Highway 99E, Tangent.
Taking a detour down a gravel road isn't fun for you or your tires. Luckily at Les Schwab, along with great prices, all of our car or pickup tires come with the kind of protection most other places don't give you, like free flat repairs and more. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Albany Burgerville is celebrating 50 years of serving customers fresh, great-tasting food with a mission to serve with love. Pick up a Burgerville card now and earn rewards cash for every dollar spent. See store for details. Stop by Burgerville after the game. Order a famous Tillamook cheeseburger. Open 7 a.m. to midnight Fridays.
Willamette Community Bank is proud to support local high school sports, music, and scholastic programs. Be part of the team and get behind our schools and our future leaders. With branches in Albany and Lebanon, Willamette Community Bank. Service like no other, we promise. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you'd like to do it yourself or need helpful advice doing it, your neighborhood Ace Hardware and Contractor Center can help. Economy Supply Building Center has been that helpful place for over 58 years. Economy Supply Building Center, where Highway 34 becomes Tangent Street in Lebanon.
1580 KGAL.
Mama's Fine Italian and Wine Shop, offering lunch.
Why am I standing? Well, maybe are we back? I think we're back here. Sorry, I missed that cue. But we are back here at Springfield High School. I'm going to sit down if you don't mind.
That's good. I think I'll do that too.
We stand for the football games. Sometimes that's understandable, but the basketball game, it's nice when you get a chance to have some place with a chair, like when we go to Woodburn and sit at the scorer's table. You know, it's always so nice. We're high up in what they call it the crow's nest here. It's built against the wall at one end of the gym, the far end from the entrance, and it's up rather high, which makes it a little bit. It's not too bad looking down from this angle. One of the difficulties is seeing the scoreboard because of the supports on the scoreboard on the far end, but not the best place in which to call a game. And also, the thing is, because of the wall in front of us, which has to be high to keep you from falling 60 feet to your death, you can't sit down.
No.
So we are taking this moment to sit it. Scott has the stats.
I do, and unfortunately, like we talked about a lot of the first half, it was much of the same as it was last year for the Warriors. Not too bad at the start, but it just got away from them in the second quarter, 33-11. They were outscored 19-5 in the second quarter, and right now the Warriors have only made 3 field goals in the ball game. I don't have the total attempts, but only 3 in the ball game. Not good for the Warriors. For Springfield, let's see, leading scorer Alec Cook with 5. Let's see here. Benson also has 5. Travis has 6. He's the leading scorer with 6. They're really distributing the points evenly. Harrington has 4. Evans has 4. 3 points for Paquette. Let's see here. Emerald also has 4 points. So really balanced attack for Springfield. That's good to see. Springfield turned the ball over 8 times. The Warriors have turned the ball over 12 times. That's not a bad number.
No.
I mean, we would go quarters where we'd see 12, 15 turnovers a game. So 12 and a half is not good, or not bad. The bad thing is they're not making many shots.
No, and they're not able to get really many offensive rebounds, I don't think.
No,
I wouldn't have that stat, but I don't recall too many times. I know 1 putback by Ian Smith.
Yeah.
Really have not been too many 2-shot possessions by the Warriors tonight. It's basically been 1 and out.
Yeah, I think so. I don't have the offensive numbers, but the total rebounds is 23-14 in favor of Springfield. And, they've gotten a lot of offensive rebounds. So Warriors scoring goes like this, pretty basic. Jacob McConnell with 4, Ian Smith with 4, 1 point for Isaac Johnson, C.J. Hargis, and Kendall Leopard, and that is the 11 for the Warriors.
33, the total for Springfield here, with a couple of minutes just before the start of the second half tonight. 33-11 our score. We'll take one more timeout and be back probably for the second half, right around the start here as we return at 1580 KGAL.
Mama's Fine Italian and Wine Shop, offering lunch and dinner, takeout, and catering too. Here's Bob.
Come down and visit us and try some of our hand-tossed pizzas, my friends. That's right, hand-tossed.
Mama's Fine Italian and Wine Shop, in the heart of Lebanon on Oak, between Main and 2nd.
Need some electrical work in your home or business, but it just seems like too small of a job to call the pros? No matter what the job, call City and Suburban Electric. Proud to be a contributing member of our community. City and Suburban Electric. Call 451-5609.
Lassen RV in Albany has the new RV models on the lot now, ready for you to buy. Lassen RV Service Department has a new truckload of parts and accessories on sale just in time for fall fix-up. From changing a light bulb to rebuilding your entire RV. No job is too big or too small for Lassen RV in Albany, where friends send their friends.
The short drive to Corvallis will save you time and money. This is Steve Buckner from Wilson Motors, inviting you to experience the notable difference at Wilson Motors, 5th and Buchanan in Corvallis. Check us out at saveatwilson.com.
Good, tasty food. That's why Bing's Kitchen has been a lunch and dinner favorite for over 40 years. Choose Chinese or American meals that can satisfy the entire family or a gathering of up to 40 people on the South Santiam Highway in Lebanon. Choose Bing's Kitchen, where the food simply tastes best.
Doug Phillips, financial advisor with Edward Jones, is proud to sponsor Lebanon Warrior Sports on KGAL. Doug Phillips' Edward Jones office is on the corner of South Main and Walker, near the post office in Lebanon. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Leader. Back here at Springfield High School as the Warriors return to the floor tonight, still seated here behind this high wall. The funny thing is, as it says, you can't see anything other than about halfway up the wall on the far side. You wonder what's going on. And if you peer over the edge, you feel like a little child because your eyes, if you sit forward from the chair, your eyes just reach over the edge of the ledge of the wall. But we'll stand and give you the second half action here as the Warriors return to the floor. And the Millers, the Warriors, by the way, in their road blue tonight with the red stripes, and the Springfield Millers white uniforms with blue striping. And the Millers will inbound the ball to start the second half when we are underway. Millers leading 33-11 after an obviously very effective first half. 14-6 at the end of the first quarter, 33-11 at the half. Millers with the ball. Emerald puts a shot up, no good. Rebound goes to Ian Smith. Ian doing a good job of getting his body in front of those shooters and getting his share of the rebounds tonight. The Warriors get a chance maybe to get the first basket of the second half. The Warriors, Kendall Leopard looking for a cutter, can't find it, has it knocked away into the hands of Dylan Paquette. Good outlet pass. All the way down, Taylor Travis. He can handle the ball, he can shoot. Nice pass by Dylan Paquette and Taylor Travis. Here to be the two most talented players on the floor. Here's C.J. Hargis. Tries to drive, has it knocked away by Paquette. And they will say that it still belongs to the Warriors, and that may have been a good call, advantageous call for the Warriors, because I think C.J. Hargis was going to give up on the ball. He knew that it got knocked back into him and off his hand.
He did.
But the Warriors retained possession on an errant call. Jacob McConnell for three, and they make it count. How about that? They can use those kind of breaks, 35-14. Jacob McConnell hits the first three of the season for the Warriors. Springfield at the other end. Paquette, nice spin move. Gets it outside Alec Cook. Alec Cook tried to bounce it. I don't know. I think he expected Paquette to still be inside.
I think so.
But he was about 10 feet away, breaking towards the sideline. I think he just turned and expected Paquette to still be there, but Paquette had left the key. Ball goes out of bounds. Warriors get it, and they try a pass. Colson Shanks to C.J. Hargis, and Hargis was moving, and Shanks threw it where he thought he was going to be standing. He was not. C.J. reached for it and knocked it out of bounds. A little miscalculation for both teams as to where a player cutting would be. Here's Alec Cook. Alec Cook for Dylan Paquette. Paquette starts to drive. Now inside, throws it back left side for Travis. Travis to the dribble. Drives all the way to the basket, puts it up and in. Oh, nice shot. Nice layup on the move, maybe about 5 feet from the basket. Put it up softly and got the roll. 31-14. Ian Smith turns, puts up a shot, no good, but will he be fouled on a shove? Yes, he is.
You know, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Smith right now. He's showing a lot of toughness, going back to the basket, trying to get in there. He's getting to the line. Right now, he's 2 of 4 from the line. So if he can, start making his free throws, during the season, he's going to be a real force for the Warriors down low. And as I say that, he misses the first.
Terrence Benson picked up foul, first foul of the half. It's Terrence's third for Springfield. Ian Smith misses both. The Warriors have at least been making 1 of 2 tonight. Nobody's made 2, but Ian misses both, so the Warriors miss a chance there. 37-14. Springfield with the ball. Alec Cook. Cook for Paquette. Looks for the three. Wants to take it. Doesn't hit. 40-14. There are 2 players you cannot leave open. Taylor Travis and Dylan Paquette. And when they have been left open, they've hit the three.
Yeah.
Driving to the basket is Jacob McConnell, and McConnell is fouled by Taylor Travis. And with the continuation, they will send him to the line. For over 50 years, Mega Foods has been offering the best quality and taste in the Lebanon area, more than just a supermarket, also a good neighbor. Mega Foods in Lebanon and also in Albany. Christmas time coming up. Enjoy your favorite delectable candies from Victorian Chocolate Company. Pick them up at the Bright Purple Building near Ralston Park in Lebanon. You can order them online. Shot, free throw, no good. And there will not be a rebound. Well, maybe by the Warriors. Let's see the battle. The whistle blows. It'll go the other way. The Warriors will commit the foul. Victorian-chocolate.com. Some great chocolates and some nice arrangements of those chocolates as well at Victorian Chocolate Company. I think this is the season for gifting. Keep them in mind. And the foul was on Kevin Smith. Is that right? No, Ian Smith. Ian Smith. Is that 5? I can't. Yeah. Why don't I look at this closer here?
Reactions down there.
Because I'm always looking more to the right. I forget the left one here. I can see a little bit easier. Thinking of Kevin Denny, it looks like a 3 with that support right through the middle of the number in the scoreboard I'm looking at. And the foul committed there by the Warriors, and that will be on C.J. Hargis. That will be their second. So Terrence Benson stands at the line with the score 41-15 as he hits the first of 2, and Terrence Benson sets and has them both 42-15. Springfield, a much more complete team. Yes. Around several players getting their free throws, doing a good job moving the ball, hitting the shots. And Paquette and Travis, very good outside shooters. Both can drive to the basket as well. Here's Kendall Leopard, almost loses the handle on it, well guarded underneath by Emerald, but Emerald commits the foul as Leopard puts it up. So Kendall, to his credit, persisted at that time. Not really smooth, but he did go up, and John Emerald made the mistake and fouled him.
No, it definitely wasn't a textbook how you get to the line, but Emerald made the mistake. He left his feet on the jump shot, and he did get the ball, but he also got a little wrist there.
And Kendall hits the free throw. Good for him. 16 points for the Warriors, but 42 for Springfield. 5:19 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah.
And Kendall will try to become the first Warrior of the year to hit 2. Kendall sets, puts it up, looks good. Yeah. 42-17. Springfield with the lead in the ball. Alec Cook brings it quickly into front court. Now Alec, guarded by C.J. Hargis, gives it to Travis. Travis loses Josh Alley for a moment, starts to drive, and then they will call a foul and a push away from the ball. We've had several. The officials are very alert as to watching away from the ball. They more than normal, I would say. And that foul goes against Josh Alley. That will be his first and the third. We're even at 3 fouls apiece here in the second half with 5:05 remaining in third quarter. 42-17. Paquette dishes back to Travis. Travis starts to drive, looking for some help. Feeds it to John Emerald. Emerald back outside to Cook. Cook drives inside the circle. Across court for Paquette. Would he try for 3 from out there? Still outside the circle. Drives in right near the free throw line. Passes underneath. Back to Emerald. Emerald off the iron. No good. And there to clear the board, C.J. Hargis. Hargis quickly up court. Warriors want to run. Hargis backs up outside the three-point circle. Tries to throw underneath for Maddox. It's intercepted by Springfield. They try a cross-court pass to Paquette, who's lucky to trace it down. Come up with a dangerous pass all the way across court to Alec Cook. Cook to Travis. Travis thought about the 3, maybe traveled. No call. Into the hands of Cook, back outside of Paquette. He will load for 3. No, short. Air ball. Into the hands of Kendall Leopard. And the Warriors with 4:12 bring it up and slow it down a little bit as C.J. Hargis into front court. Josh McConnell just below us, left side. Down to Leopard. Leopard tries to drive, tries to go up. No good, off the iron. Trying to draw the foul again from Emerald. Couldn't do it that time and missed the shot. Here's Travis all the way down court. Nice bounce pass for Paquette. Nice switch to the left hand. Puts it up and in, and he's fouled. Very nice play by the 2 most talented players on the floor. Travis drove straight down the line, right under the basket. Bounce pass to Paquette cutting from the right. And Paquette, to avoid the block, switched from the right hand to the left hand, put it up and in. Pretty.
Well, that's how you execute a fast break there. Like you said, both of their best players touching the ball, knowing where each other was going to be at. Beautiful job by Paquette. It changed hands, made it. Earns the trip from the line, but doesn't complete the 3-point play.
Short on the free throw off the iron, and came to Tim Maddox. Almost lost it, but he got it back, and the Warriors have the ball. 3:45 remaining third quarter. Here's Josh McConnell. To C.J. Hargis. Hargis starts to drive, and he travels. And, of course, that's called it Josh Jake McConnell. Gave it to Hargis. Hargis traveled. Turnover for the Warriors. Trail 44-17. Springfield with the ball. A reminder from Lynn Benton Community College. Time to start thinking about the winter semester. Make an appointment with one of their counselors. Pick up a schedule of classes. Get started. Get finished. Save a bundle at Lynn Benton Community College in Lebanon. Also Albany, Sweet Home, and Corvallis. Springfield almost lost it. They got it back. Gelman Price in the game. Gelman to Harrington. Harrington back to Gelman Price playing on the right side. Starts the drive. Gelman almost lost that ball. Dishes it off for a shot for two on the far side from Jackson Stewart. Stewart just inside the three-point circle along the left baseline. Hit it, driving all the way. Hargis puts a shot up and in, counted, and he fouled. All right. Hargis on a nice drive to the basket and a hook shot, right-handed bank for the basket. Alec Cook has the foul, and we now have 4 fouls apiece here in the second half, and C.J. Hargis will try for the three-point play for the Warriors, down 46-19. But they try to break that 20-point barrier here with this possession, and they do, C.J. Nice, smooth push for that basket. 47-19, nice arc. And the Millers inbound. No real pressure, by the way. I haven't mentioned all night because there hasn't been any pressure in the backcourt. No full-court pressure at all. Both teams just easily bringing the ball in the front court. There was a man in the backcourt for Lebanon that time, but no pressure really put on. The Springfield brought it into the front court. The foul underneath the basket. It'll be the 5th Warrior foul. It will be another push. They've all been pushes. Push. A lot of pushing fouls going on. As that will be against Isaac Johnson. Give you the Warrior 5 here in a moment. His inbound pass. And a shot that is a foul and an attempted block by Kendall Leopard. And going to the line will be, did he say, let's see what he said. Malik, what do you think, Malik or Malik? Did he say yes?
I believe Malik.
Did he say it already?
No, he did not.
No, come on. Say it. Say it. Say it. Malik, Malik, they'll talk to the official instead. Maybe they're asking, hey, how do you pronounce that name? Is it Malik or Malik or what the heck? Nobody knows. I'm not sure what they're discussing. The official says they're discussing how many shots here. Looked like he held up 2. Apparently, I don't know why there would be a discussion of how many shots he fouled, and it's not a 1-and-1 yet, but it looked like he held up 2 fingers to tell him 2 shots. There shouldn't have been a discussion, but the second shot is good. And it is 47-16 as Malik or Malik Evans hits 1 and 2. Warriors, Johnson dishes it to Tim Maddox. Maddox may have traveled. Now it goes underneath the Leopard. Leopard puts it up and in. Nice pass by Tim. I think he moved the feet too fast. But they missed the travel, and the Warriors got a basket. They have 5 points, I think, off this Paul's tonight. But only 22 in the ballgame. Here's a call at the other end on a foul.
That shouldn't be on Kendall.
Like the Warriors.
But that was an okay foul because he was going to, the player he was defending was going to get by him if he didn't hang on there, get an easy lay-in. So, good foul.
It is the 6th foul for the Warriors. And they do put up Kendall Leopard's number, and that is his 3rd foul. 16 foul, 4 for Springfield in this quarter. Shot from the outside, Gelman Price, no good. It comes off hard off the backboard, and the Millers get it back. Jackson Stewart for Gelman Price. Elijah is his first name. Elijah Gelman Price. Shot for 2. No good by Springfield. Tip back, go to Jackson Stewart. Did a good job of tipping it back outside. Gelman Price starts the drive. Gives it to Evans. Evans back for Price. Price wants to drive. He's a big, sizable body. They go outside to Cook. Cook starts the drive. He will put up the shot. It is no good. And he has 2 shots coming as he was fouled in the act of shooting. 1:50 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Isaac Johnson will pick up his 2nd, I believe, 2nd. 17 fouls. So it would be a 1-and-1, but Cook was fouled in the act of shooting. He will get 2. 1:50 remaining, and he hits the first, and that will make it 48-22. A reminder, learn how archery is a family sport at the Archery Hut in Lebanon. You'll find the Archery Hut just past the Moose Lodge and Crowfoot Road. Maybe someone in the family would like to take up archery. Great lessons from John Stone. You couldn't learn from a better archer. He is terrific. Well respected across the state. The Archery Hut at Crowfoot Road. 2nd shot, no good. But Springfield gets the rebound off the missed foul shot, and Ian Smith kills It's going to be, that's not just a foul, that's going to be a murder charge.
Well,
against Jackson Stewart.
It sure looked like it. Ian tried for the block. Well, and then they give the foul to Tevin Denny instead. I'm not sure how.
Well, he was close, but I thought it was Miller that hit him. But on the other hand, Stewart would have been moving, but so was Ian Smith. But Denny was there, but it looked Ian Smith was the one that collided with him and knocked him cold to the floor. Not cold enough as he hits the free throw as he gets up and hits and makes it 49-22 with 1:45 remaining, and Springfield tries to get both. Sets, shoots, and he does. Has both. They hit the 50-point mark, 50-22. Warriors bring it up here. Jacob McConnell for C.J. Hargis. Nice spin move by C.J. Puts up a shot, and he will be fouled. I do remember more C.J. I didn't remember before the game. We've seen him, but we did see him a lot with the varsity last year. That spin move is very familiar.
Yeah, he was actually a pretty decent player. What was he last year? He would have been, let me check real quick. He was a sophomore last year playing. I remember we commented the fact that he was a sophomore playing pretty well with the varsity.
It's the first free throw, and I remember talking about how nice his free throws were. Just a nice arc. There's the second one. He hits both. And he has a great spin move. It all came back when he did it again down here just a moment ago. Yep. Terrific. On the move. Very quick to the basket. As he spun and got to step forward for the basket and a shot at the same time and drew the foul. Hit both. That makes it 50-24, but the Warriors commit a foul as Tevin Denny will get his third, and it is the Warriors' ninth. So the Warriors leading in fouls. That is a familiar position, 9-5.
Yeah.
And Springfield one away from the double bonus, which they don't need here with 1:28 remaining third quarter. First shot no good, still a 1-1. Chasing it down is Tyler Young. And was it Ian Smith in the battle with him?
It was also Ian Smith. And jump ball possession to the Warriors.
So Ian did a good job. First time we've seen the arrow tonight. Ian did a good job of tying him up. Springfield knocks the pass away. Gelman Price, Elijah with the ball. We'll bring it into the front court. Against, a little bit of his shoulder. It's Kevin Denny. No call there. That should have been a foul. A shot is good for Jackson Stewart. Well, I think the Warriors have 5 points off missed calls tonight, and there was one for Springfield to kind of even it up. A shot no good by Isaac Johnson. He tried a twisting, turning with his back to the basket, tried to put it off the glass, no good. Ball comes off a foul, and we're going to walk the other way. Warriors commit the foul. That will be their 10th. And Kevin Denny will pick up his fourth, and suddenly the Warriors are picking them up in rows.
Yeah, when it rained at Ford last year, I do remember a lot of fouls happened early, but when they did happen later in the game, they just happened multiple ones at a time, it seems like. We're still in the third quarter, and they already have 10 fouls in the half.
Jackson Stewart is ready. Shoots, looks good. He hits 53-24. Friday night, 7 o'clock from McNary. Haven't been to McNary since the old days, and that was before even the Midwestern League.
That was the Valley League, was it not?
That's a long time.
That was.
53-24.
I probably wasn't even in high school at that time.
I wasn't born yet. But calling the game. Shot no good. Nice rebound by Smith. Again, got in there, used his body, blocked the defender from Springfield, got the rebound. Warriors with the ball. Jacob McConnell right out front to C.J. Hargis. Hargis will try for three. No good. Smith tries for the tip, but he did touch it last and knocked it away out of bounds. Springfield will take it. 53-24. Yeah, it's been a long time. It would be the Valley League. That was whoa, and running in. Let's see who will pick up the foul and will defend, and they will say it is Isaac Johnson. Dylan Paquette was driving. If Johnson had gotten his position, it would have clearly been a foul on Paquette. Johnson was just moving, couldn't get set. But it was close. Kevin will discuss it here, though. It was awfully close.
It was.
Kevin discusses it on the other side.
And the thing, also, Dylan was...
It will change it.
Dylan was out of control when he met Isaac there.
He was.
And like I said, it looked like Isaac was pretty close to being set. And match that with the fact that Dylan was wild right there. I think that's a good call.
I did think that Dylan Paquette committed the foul. I didn't want to say that they missed the call because I've said it too many times already. Here's a shot by Jacob McConnell for three. No good. There for the rebound is Young. Tyler Young. Dylan Paquette with the ball. 28 seconds remaining in a third quarter here that finds the Millers up 53-24. Bounce pass. Nice bounce pass underneath. So I have to come back out. Stewart could not get the shot if he was cut off by McConnell. Paquette will simply hand it to Stewart, and with 13 seconds left, they'll come back out way outside, and reaching in is Jacob. Really an unnecessary foul.
Yeah.
Springfield wanted to bring that ball back out and let the clock run. To his credit, Jacob kept the pressure on, but sort of a careless reach will commit the foul.
A little too much pressure there. Like I said, a really unnecessary foul with 10 seconds to go in the quarter.
He could have backed up and given a little more room, but he wanted the steal. To his credit, thought maybe he could knock it away and catch them off guard. But hits Jackson Stewart, who makes the first of two, and increases the lead to 30. The lead is more than the Warriors have points at 24.
And we saw that a few times last year as well.
Stewart hits both. 55-24. 9 seconds. The Warriors will try for a final shot. C.J. Hargis dishes it to Colson Shanks. Back to Hargis. Hargis travel. Well, they caught him that time. C.J. wanted to get a great move on, fake his defender, and it's one of those where you drag the feet. A little bit too obvious on that one. Sometimes you get away with it. And Springfield, with 3 seconds left, will inbound and throw it up, and they do. Here's Stewart at the buzzer. Wrap it up, and he traveled before the shot. But it's about 15 feet short. Maybe not that much, but probably about 7, 8 feet short. And that will end the third quarter. Another good one for Springfield. We've seen three. You know, it is that point where you want to win a quarter. Can they come out and take the fourth quarter and build something for next Friday's game? At the end of three, Springfield 55, Warriors 24. Warrior basketball continues tonight on KGAL.
Need tires? Hi, this is Don from Kenega Tire Factory. From lawnmowers to tractors, cars, and trucks, we have what you need. And Kenega Tire's ASE certified mechanics can help you with your brakes, shocks, struts, alignment, oil changes, and stuff you won't believe. Even propane for your barbecue and RV. Kenega Tire Factory, still at the Y in Lebanon.
You'll always get your money's worth where the food is fresh and original at Ixtapa Family Mexican Restaurant in Lebanon. Roberto and his staff will provide a fun and affordable dining experience. So visit Ixtapa on the corner of Highway 20 and Wheeler Street, where parking is convenient and the atmosphere is sweet.
At Walmart, you'll find lower prices always. That's their pledge to you. And now with the Walmart Superstore, that means you'll find lower prices on just about anything that might possibly be on your shopping list. Walmart, bringing you what you want. Lower prices.
We're Linco Federal Credit Union. Keep your money in Linn County with Linco Federal Credit Union. Enjoy a visit with one of our friendly staff at a neighborhood branch near you today. Linco Federal Credit Union in Albany, Lebanon, and Sweet Home. In Linn, you're in.
KGAL.
Hang on at home. Let me write the score down at the end of three. Maybe I won't. 55-24. It was 14-6 after one. 33-11 at the half. And as we finish the third quarter tonight, 55-24, Springfield with the win. They will even their record at 1-1 for the season. Warriors playing their first game of the year. Last year we saw a 46-game losing streak end early in the season against this Springfield team. Was it Springfield? I don't even remember.
It was 67-57.
Wow. Springfield with the ball. They trap a player in the corner, but he manages to get the ball into Young. And as the ball, they try to go underneath. The Warriors will commit a hack, and boy, there's a lot of fouling now. Yeah, don't need the clock stopping in a game like this. It stopped frequently in that third quarter. The Warriors were mainly guilty of that, as they have 10 fouls. That's the 16th foul. So the Warriors, with their 10th foul, now put the 2 shots on the line for Springfield. Tyler Young is a 6'1" junior, and he misses both at 55-24. But again, they get the rebound. Some of that has to do with fortuitous bounces off the glass, but also the Warriors not blocking out. Here's Gelman Price into the corner for Paquette, who wants to drive along the baseline. Has a shot blocked by Ian Johnston, a clean block and out of bounds. Nice job by Ian to wait till that ball was being delivered. Did not foul Paquette. Tim Maddox is in the game along with Kendall Leppard, Isaac Johnson, C.J. Hargis, and who am I leaving out down there? Number 1, Jacob McConnell.
Yes.
Springfield with the ball. Paquette for 3, yes. So he's got a nice shot. Tim Maddox was in his face on the left side near the Springfield bench, and he still hit.
That was the best defended shot of the night. He drained it.
It really was. Maddox extended, but he still got just over his outstretched hands, and for the shot, Paquette hits for 3. 58-24. Warriors go with the ball. Isaac Johnson, left side in front of us. This is off for Kendall Leppard on the outside. They'll go to the right side for McConnell. McConnell holds the ball, bounce pass for Tim Maddox. Maddox swings it across to Leppard. Leppard on the left side. Leppard loses it to Elijah Gelman-Price. And let's see who reaches in, and it's going to stay here. So let's see if Gelman-Price is guilty of reaching in. Yes, Elijah Gelman-Price. I like that name. Gelman-Price.
It flows off the tongue.
Their principal's name is Carmen Gelman. That's got to be more than a coincidence.
I got a text from my aunt, whose husband
shot no good.
It's the father of Dylan Paquette, and yes, it is his son. It is the principal's son.
Driving to the basket is C.J. Hargis, and the number 24 moves along with C.J., so C.J. does not pick up the charge. Instead, it's 34. I didn't know 24. It's 34. No wonder. That's Garrett Davidson. Gar Davidson. I knew a Gar Davidson years ago. Oh, I can't be the same.
I don't think so.
It was back in the 50s.
I don't think so.
What if Gar was short for Garrett? You know, I never thought we always thought his name was Gar. What if it was longer than that? Yeah? What do you think? Oh, it never occurred to me. Now I'll be disturbed. CJ missed the first shot and does not hit the second. Misses both, so it remains 56-24. 6:48 remaining in the game. Springfield with a commanding lead as Dylan Paquette brings the ball into the front court, guarded by Jacob McConnell. He eludes McConnell. They get it outside to Taylor Young, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. That one was fortunate. Tyler shot from just inside the three-point arc, charged the basket to his credit, and came right back to him when he missed it. He put it up and in. 60-24. And another foul call. Wow, this is getting either rough or sloppy or...
Well, you know, somebody should tell the refs that they don't have to call everything.
I was going to say that, or either very diligent, overly diligent officials, although I said they've missed a few.
Well, I mean, it is their first game also, but they're leaving nothing out there.
I shouldn't start complaining when they do call. I mean, if they, if they've missed some. To their credit, they have to call it close, and the shot is no good by the Warriors. 9th foul, so the Warriors are one away from getting 2 shots. As it was a 1-and-1 for the Warriors, they missed it. 60-24 still, and that's getting a little careless. Knocked out of bounds down there. I think Isaac Johnson, nice job by him, but a careless pass by Springfield to try to go underneath. And they will inbound with 6:10 remaining in the game. Jackson Stewart will come out long. And they will go to,
looked like a good steal by Isaac there.
Isaac will be called for the foul on a steal. I've forgotten the young man's name. Maybe it's getting a little sloppy now as we're getting players that we haven't seen in the game yet. Springfield, Sportout. Tanner Sportout is the young man. He is the 6'1" junior. And Isaac Johnson tried for the steal from him. It got a little bit of Sportout in addition to the ball. And he comes off the bench. Tanner Sportout comes off the bench. His first shot of the night he hit. Tim Maddox will come out. Ian Smith will replace him. The shot is no good by Tanner Sportout, and the rebound will come to Kendall Leppard, who will bring it across the timeline. Again, no pressure from Springfield whatsoever in the backcourt. Warriors had no trouble getting it into the front court. It's just when it is in the front court that they've had problems. Ian Smith hounded by Harrington. Feeds it for C.J. Hargis. Down below. Johnston below us. Tries to drive. Puts up a shot, and they will wipe that out. And let's see if they're going to say a foul on a push again away from the ball, apparently, by the Warriors. Let's see who picked that foul up. I didn't hear it. It's C.J. Hargis away from the ball. Johnson was driving. Hargis, perhaps trying to clear some room for him, commits the foul, his second. And at the other end, putting a shot up and being fouled. Holy God. Is that 34 again? Why does it look like 24 to me now? It is 34, and I'm not sure. Tyler Young. Tyler will go to the line, and the foul was on CJ. They have 23 on the board. Now they changed it. Kendall Leffert, number 24. Commits his fourth foul, 10th foul, and the shot is no good by Tyler Young. Well, we've called a lot of shots from the free throw line since midway through the third. Tyler Young hits the second. 62-24, Springfield on top. C.J. Hargis, no-look pass across the Colson Shanks. Back to Hargis, playing right in the middle of the floor, out top of the three-point circle. Shanks goes underneath the Smith. Smith along the baseline, in trouble, double team. Bounce pass for Shanks. Back outside of Hargis. Hargis in the corner for Shanks. He's open now for three on the baseline. No good. And the rebound will come to Springfield. Justin Brink in the game. Swartout takes the shot just inside the free throw line. That's no good. And Colson Shank corrals the rebound for the Warriors. 4:56, 4:55. Clock running here in the second half. And C.J. Hargis slaughters the late break. Tyler Young.
Well, they called the foul.
Oh, no. Did he move? Did he?
It looked like he was set to me, but, I've never been a ref, and I will never be a ref.
And it's so quick.
It is.
It looked like Tyler Young was just standing there, and C.J. Hargis, as you said earlier about the call on the Kepler, looked like he was out of control.
He was very out of control.
Regis moment. But no foul called on him. It's called on whoever the Springfield man was that C.J. hits both.
It was Davidson.
Garrett. Jackson Stewart for Swartout. Swartout across the Brink. Alec Brink for Stewart. Stewart, nice spin move, gets open. Has a shot blocked by the Warriors, but dished outside to Springfield. I think it was Garrett Davidson got the rebound. It was tapped away by the Warriors, but in the hands of Davidson. But here's Colson Shanks for three. We haven't seen too much of that. A good shot on the transition. He was open for three, took it and hit. 64-29. With Springfield in the lead.
I remember a few games last year where Colson came up big. He had 2 or 3 three-pointers in a game. I look for more of that this year.
Jackson Stewart with the left hand. Bounce pass underneath for Harrington. He is open. He goes by Smith. Ian just a little bit sleeping on that play as they got the ball inside.
So that was on C.J.
C.J. Hargis commits another crime, and this time will pay the penalty. He will.
And that one he was even more out of control.
That is his third foul. It's an offensive foul, so it will not send the Springfield.
It was
to the line. It certainly was. 66-29, but it will not be a shooting foul. Both teams, by the way, now with 10 fouls, it doesn't matter anymore to put up any more. Both teams in the double bonus. 4 minutes, 4 seconds remaining. Springfield has commanded this game since the outset. Led 14-6 after one period, 33-11 at the half. Had certainly cemented the game by the half, increased that lead 55-24 after three, and they now lead at 66-29, a 37-point lead for the Springfield Millers, who will win their first game of the year after losing to Corvallis on Friday night. Warriors in their first game of the season. Jackson Stewart. Stewart goes left hand to right hand. Dishes down low, a shot no good by Justin Brink. Rebound for the Warriors. Colson Shanks. Outlet pass to Isaac Johnson, who puts it up and in. Nice shot by Isaac to avoid a block by Alex Brink. And then step inside Brink and make the layup. Saw a nice move there by the young man, the freshman, son of the coach, Kevin Johnson. Here's Alec Brink. Brink swings it around for Young, Tyler Young. Almost lost it, but knocked it back into the hands of Brink. Feeds it back to Young. Young to Stewart. Has it knocked away, gets it back, and puts it back up and in. Oh, my.
That's just unfortunate.
Had the shot blocked, but right back to him, and he was in the groove to just go back up immediately and shoot it and hit it. 66-31 on a short jumper. Here's Colson Shanks outside off the feet of Jackson Stewart. He chases it down, manages to corral it before it gets to the out of bounds at the far end, And a shot for three by Brink is off the iron. No good. Will go out of bounds, and the Warriors will bring it back our way with 2:59 remaining. Our way is from a little crow's nest, as they call it here. The far end of the gym, built into the wall, which is nice. It's a nice spot. At least they have a place for, announcers or whatever. This is true. To do a game. Not many gyms have. Sometimes you've seen it, right in the crowd. 66-31, Warriors with the ball. And the pass, Chad Nissen tried to pass that was blocked by Springfield and corralled by Brink. He tries to go to the other end to Harrington, and it will be out of bounds as Kevin Harrington could not corral that one. And it goes out of bounds, and it is getting more than a little bit sloppy in here.
Yes, it is.
Warriors with the ball. Kendall Leopard just stands and passes to Johnson. And he'll travel. Wanted to jump stop. The thing was he couldn't do it at that point because he had already was holding onto the ball before he took the jump.
Yeah.
And commits the travel. So with 2:35 to go, what I dislike about it is the action keeps stopping here because there's so many fouls and mistakes. The clock will stop. You'd rather see the clock move.
Yeah.
Point.
It is, yeah.
When it's 68-31. Underneath the Swart out, and Swart out is guess what? What do you think?
Oh, he was hacked.
He's blocked. He's fouled. I believe that was
Tim Maddox with the foul.
No one has fouled out of the game. Despite a plethora of fouls here in the second half, nobody has fouled out. That's just they finally put it up on the board, and they say it was Josh Alley.
Well, I didn't even think he was near that play.
No, I didn't either. Shot is good, and so make it 69-31, 1 of 2. And the Warriors with the ball as we wind up this game tonight. Please, no more fouls. Ball thrown away by the Warriors. Isaac Johnson tried to get it to Josh Alley on the wing on our side of the floor and threw it a little too hard and too distant from Josh, and it goes out of bounds.
Like a fastball there.
Chad Nissen is in the game, and Isaac Johnson will take the bench tonight. Ian Smith will replace Kendall Leopard. So Jacob McConnell, Tim Maddox, Josh Alley, Ian Smith, and Chad Nissen for the Warriors to finish up the game perhaps here with 2 minutes, 7 seconds remaining. Trevor Tyler Young, shot from the corner by Jackson Stewart. He hit just inside the three-point circle, right side of the floor. Almost stolen by Springfield. Jacob McConnell comes up to it, runs into one of the Springfield players. Justin Brink, no foul called, and now on the battle for the rebound, a foul is called on a reach by Springfield. I think there might have been a charge as Alec Brink was not moving. No call there, but the Warriors get a call to their benefit, and Tim Maddox goes to the line and hits. Foul, by the way, was on Tyler Young, his third. Again, surprised nobody has fouled out in this game.
I agree. There's been a lot of fouls.
You would think a number of players would have hit the boards already here because there's so many fouls that have been committed, but they're being spread around. Ball blocked off the feet of Jacob McConnell. McConnell picks it up at the other end of the floor, tries to get it up, cannot. As Springfield gets back, blocks it, and the ball knocked out of bounds.
That's just kind of how the Warriors season has, or the game has gone here. There was a 4-on-1, and McConnell couldn't find anybody to throw it to under the hoop.
They inbound it to Jacob McConnell. McConnell back to Skylar Berber?
Skylar Garber.
Oh. Remember, I'm wearing the sports headset, and we're not near that PA announcer on the other side of the floor and a distance away. Sounded like Tyler Gerber.
Well, it was close. Skylar Garber.
Who is this?
Skylar Garber.
Skylar Garber.
11 on the junior varsity.
Good shot. He hits the free throw.
He did.
It's 71-35. Good. That's nice to see. And a foul is called. Oh, stop it. Come on now. I promised you at the start I wouldn't yell at the officials anymore about starting the clock.
Well, we almost made it.
I'm just fed up.
It's only been a game, right?
71-35. as that foul was on Jacob McConnell, and at the line is Jackson Stewart. He's shown some talent here, Jackson Stewart.
Yeah, he is the leading scorer in the ballgame right now.
He's the sub in the ballgame.
Yeah, he's got 14, all in the second half.
He's done a nice job of hitting his free throws. He's done a nice job of driving to the basket. And has thrown some good passes, some good assists here as well. Jackson sets the second time, and he has 2 there. And 73 on the board for Springfield, 73-35. There comes Chad Nissen. Across court for Josh Alley. Underneath the Garber, no good. Rebound goes, it's battled. There are 2 blues and 1 white in there, and it's going to be a jump ball that will belong to Springfield. Only the second arrow possession call that we've seen tonight. And each team now has 1 in their favor. Here's Garber inbound, hands it to Ian Smith. Smith right under the basket, loses it off his feet. Now dishes it outside. I don't know if he intended to do it. They get it underneath again to Garber. Misses the shot, and the rebound comes to Springfield. If we're down to 1 minute, oh, bless you. If you call a foul, I'm going to be down on the floor. A shot, no good. By Springfield. Brink missed the shot. Harrington got the rebound, and battling Ian Johnson, he puts it back up and in.
Allen, he has 8 tonight.
Bounce pass for Smith. Smith across to Nissen. He will try for a 3. No good. It's an air ball into the hands of Tyler Young of Springfield. 30 seconds to go. And bringing the ball slowly up court is Jackson Stewart. Alec Brink. And there's a walk or travel there, but good. They didn't call it against Swartout. And he hands it. Hands the ball off. And they'll just dribble away the final seconds here as Alec Brink has it. Brink into the hands of Jackson Stewart. Stewart outside the Brink. He'll try for 3. No, he won't. He won't bother to shoot. They'll just run the clock. He's going to shoot, and then I think he thought better of it, better sportsmanship just to say we'll run the clock up. Yep. A nice decision on his part. But I'm sure he'd like to shoot a 3 he doesn't get a chance to do very often. But to his credit, that we don't need it. I suppose they don't. They're 40 points up as the clock ends here. 75-35. A tough one-sided defeat for the Warriors here on the opening game of the season. We'll take our timeout, come back, and wrap up from Springfield. And then we'll ask for your prayers in finding our way out to back wherever we are. This school is huge. Both Scott and I turned at 7th Street, and the high school is on 7th Street, but the basketball court is actually on 10th Street, as there are 3 streets in between. I've got to take a look at that. The date. I can't believe it goes from 7th to 10th Street.
I guess it does, though.
I suppose it must, unless there's a break in the middle. Somebody lives right in the middle of the house in the middle of the high school.
In the middle of the school.
But we'll try to find our way home tonight if we can. 75-35 as the game ends here, and the Warriors a little downtrodden head off the floor tonight. But we'll see if they can pick it up Friday against McNairy. 75-35. Springfield wins it. We'll be back in a moment.
Family owned and operated since 1979, Crabtree Auto stresses the small stuff when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. An oil change every 3,000 miles is a small thing now, but adds up to big rewards down the road. Crabtree Auto's ASE certified technician can help your vehicle maintain its reliability beyond 200,000 miles. Crabtree Auto on Hill Street, just south of 9th in Albany.
Has your stove lost its heat? Is your fridge or freezer no longer cold? Does your washer leave soap in your clothes, or has your dryer stopped tumbling? Then who are you going to call? Like New Appliance at 259-1131, of course. Like New Appliance, where every appliance shines like new.
Lynn Lanes in Lebanon, home of the best burger in town.
Good family fun. Bowling.
Open every day and until 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday nights. Ballistic bowling starts at 10 on Saturday nights.
Stop by Lynn Lanes in Lebanon.
You will come out a winner at Power Honda. Their talented staff will show you how easy it is to get the vehicle you want and the payment you need. Check out mypowerhonda.com. Call 928-0122 or just go in to Power Honda, Highway 20 east of I-5 in Albany, your Honda Superstore.
Your Mid-Valley home of the Lebanon Warriors. News Talk 1580, KGAL, Lebanon, Albany, Corvallis.
Well, our first night, it's not a good opening night, but there have been some Broadway shows that struggled in their opening evening and then became one of the greatest shows of all time.
That's right. That's right.
Maybe Friday night against McNairy.
Well, that's the beauty. The best thing about basketball is there's a game usually like within a couple days. Friday they get another chance at it. They got to put this behind them. Say, hey, it was just one game. Let's go on and get the next one.
Never know if that's a good thing, though, like the Washington Wizards would say that.
Well,
another game.
You would think that, but the Washington Wizards beat the Miami Heat tonight, so...
Did they really?
Go figure, in Washington.
Well, that makes your point, because they lost their first 12 games of the year, just 6 shy of an NBA record.
Mm-hmm.
And did they beat the Blazers? They did. Yeah, they beat the Blazers
by a couple.
And then they lose to Miami tonight, so you never know. Friday night against McNary, now a 6A school. Met them many years ago. I do remember that gymnasium. Are they a good 6A basketball team? I really know nothing about them, Scott.
I don't think they were that good. Last year, the Warriors played McNary in Lebanon and won 46-44, so it will be a rematch. I'm not sure how they finished up. I don't think they're one of the stronger teams in the 6A ranking.
The Royal Scots?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It comes back to me. That's been years.
That's right.
Those are the things I can remember. Things from 52 years ago. What's Springfield's nickname?
The Millers.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's right.
See, I can't remember that.
No,
the Millers win it tonight, 75-35. If you have some stats, we'll run that down and we'll call it a night.
We do. Pretty basic. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 different players scored for Springfield, so they really distributed the ball well. Jackson Stewart, coming off the bench in the second half, was the leading scorer with 15 points. Travis had 10. Paquette had 11.
We didn't see Taylor Travis much in the second half.
No. Oh, really, him or Paquette, really more Dylan, but not much of Taylor.
Early in the third quarter, and then he just disappeared.
Benson was the other leading scorer. He had 9. Springfield only turned the ball over 6 times. They got 43 rebounds, and they were 18 of 32 at the line, was Springfield. Now, for Lebanon, they were led 8 points for Jacob McConnell, 7 for Kendall Leopard. C.J. Hargis had 6, 4 for Ian Smith. Isaac Johnson had 3. Colson Shanks had 3. Skylar Garver had 3, and 1 point for Tim Maddox. The Warriors turned the ball over 24 times. Definitely that's a pretty good number for the Warriors, considering they averaged, it seemed like 30 to 40 per game last year. So 24, not bad for the first game. Unfortunately, they were only able to get 30 rebounds. That's something they're going to have to improve on in the next game, and moving forward, rebounding the basketball. 15 of 29 at the free throw line, so just under 50%.
Well, we even said we'd look at the fourth quarter and hope that maybe they can win a quarter, and that just starts building on something. But they lost all 4 quarters tonight.
They did.
Trailed 14-6 after 1, 33-11 at the half, 55-24 after 3, and they were outscored 20-11 in the fourth quarter. Although Springfield really emptied their bench somewhat early, about midway through that fourth quarter. So 75-35, the final score. And Friday night we will be at McNary. That'll be, in the words of Arthur Godfrey, seems like old times. To go back to McNary, I don't remember how to get there. I hope I have better success.
We'll be together, so hopefully we can find it.
That's true. I'll take you with me around the city of Salem.
Yeah, we'll find it eventually.
We'll be out by Silverton. Maybe they're playing. We can broadcast the game from there on Friday night. But McNary, the Royal Scots, 7 o'clock on Friday, as we continue with our basketball season. Early in the season, we will be able to bring you most games. If it's a distant game early in the season, and they are the non-conference games, it's really not financially wise. It's a fiscal cliff to travel to places like far off in Southern Oregon or up to Portland. But fortunately, this is not too distant. Springfield, they'll play Willamette on the road too, right? Is it on the road?
Yeah, it's on the road. It's in a couple weeks because we got 3 home games in the middle. I think it's the last game before the Christmas tournament, but it is at Willamette, yes.
So the first 5 games of the year, we will be able to broadcast it for you. Then they will go into a Christmas break and tournaments that we will not be able to bring you because the time is never set. It depends whether you win or lose one day and play the next. And it's tough to travel back and forth each day to those games. And then into the conference season in January, we'll see how the Warriors fare. They did not fare well tonight as they dropped it by 40. Research Mannequins always chooses the player of the game. Research Mannequins with the research and production of mannequins from right there in Lebanon. At Research Mannequins, they know their stuff. It's somewhat difficult to choose a player of the game tonight. I know you just gave those stats. I was impressed by C.J. Hargis. I had forgotten before the game how much he did play for the varsity last year. He has some good moves. He's always hustling out there. He shoots his free throws as well. I was impressed by what looked like, even some talent with greater finesse since last year for CJ.
I would agree with that. I remember last year he had that good spin move, but he would also show that he was a little out of control.
And that
as a sophomore.
It did happen.
It did, but it wasn't as much. I thought he definitely improved as we thought he would from his sophomore to his junior year. But he's got potential there.
I think he refined that talent, and it was noticeable tonight. I would make him our Research Mannequins player of the game.
Agree. I would agree.
In that case, we'll shake hands and try to find our way back better than we did. Let's see, we're on 10th Street now rather than 7th Street.
Yes.
They should be parallel.
They should be.
But I swear they're not by all the turns I took.
Well, it sounds like you had a definite different way of getting to 10th Street than I did.
Well, we both went up the alley by the car maintenance school over here at Springfield. Well, it was nice to be back here at Springfield tonight, but not a good outcome as the Warriors lose it by 40. See you tomorrow morning for the morning update. I hope you would join me and Mark Workhoven between 5:30 and 9 o'clock. Those sports, weather every 15 seconds, and news, information, and some, I would hope, some things to put a little smile on your morning face.
I'm on Twitter. I know you're the whole phone thing. You don't like it. Twitter. Yeah, Twitter. But it says Bryce Erickson is heading to the University of Idaho to be an assistant coach. So little local football.
Is he really?
And that's really sad to hear because, he was doing good things at South Albany. But, college job comes a calling, and you can't blame him for leaving.
No, but that's a shame because South is, trying to rebuild.
Right, and I think he was the right guy to do it, too.
Yes, and they seem to have something there. And I think, even here in Eugene, you find this like at Sheldon. A lot of people go over there to play football at Sheldon.
Right.
Because they like the coach for Sheldon. A lot of the University of Oregon players, I don't know in the last few years, but I knew at one time a lot of the players from the U of O, the coaches from the U of O, their children would go to Sheldon.
Yeah.
It was nice to see Bryce Erickson at South to maybe attract, some of the people from South or from Albany that head always to West.
Right.
So you felt good for South. I feel sad for them to lose Bryce Erickson.
Yeah.
But that's the way it goes. We lose tonight, 75-35. We'll see you Friday night at 7. Thank you, Scott.
Yes, thank you, Ray.
Thank you, Clarissa, back at the studio. Clarissa Adams, we appreciate it. You do a nice job, a very diligent job on the board. Final score tonight from an empty Springfield gymnasium. Springfield 75, Warriors 35.
Thanks for listening to tonight's broadcast of Lebanon High School Sports on 1580 KGAL. Warriors basketball has been brought to you by Economy Supply Building Center, Mama's Fine Italian, City and Suburban Electric, Lassen RV, Doug Phillips of Edward Jones, Power Honda, Ixtapa Mexican Restaurant, Linco Federal Credit Union, Burgerville, Crabtree Automotive, Walmart, Lynn Lanes, Willamette Community Bank, Les Schwab Tires of Lebanon, Bing's Kitchen, Like New Appliance, Lynn Benton Tractor, and by Wilson Motors. Listen throughout the season for more exciting Warriors basketball action. This broadcast is exclusive property of Eads Broadcasting, News Talk 1580 KGAL, and Radio Scott Productions. U.S. copyright law protects this broadcast. Duplication or rebroadcast of any portion of this program is strictly prohibited without prior written consent. We now join our regular programming.
The news you need,
and have your
smart
own
talk,
one-of-a-kind
and just
brand
enough
created
sports.
right here
That's
at
what you'll get from
Get
News
Set in
Talk
Diamonds
1580
this Friday through Sunday
KGAL.
for a reward worth up to $1,000 only at Jared.
It can only be Jared.